Avolo de plaisir et peut-être du James encore. Un avolo corité. Bato eba subo roko ima se roko se ronoko nye miango se mokana nye denye wo Beni roko ke miango nye denye Bato eba subo roko ima se roko se ronoko nye miango se mokana nye denye wo Beni roko ke miango nye denye Ouais Mamweni denye denye Deni sokane mi akone Oroko deni Deni sokane mi akone Mande mango masi wani tete kone wo paradis Oroko moto na moko Abena mbonge bakutubi mabatanga Ekombe manondo bananga Manondo baliko bakoko Korona barombi Ise moto moko Miango marofoni Dembo marueri Yekori umara kake Na bane bawi sangele Na koro Moto asuna kafenda Ise basuso moto na moko Mbale Matane koneri Na jumae Ya Ewa wakona ngambo Tomate boye Onyona bema beni Mabe bora ketete Seba uroko Dosa koroko Tomwene ise mene Chacho Tomwene ise mene Was Konjo Umbani Alimundo Banyo Waa Sebo Biko Wasale Kale Yoga Batista Kwa Roti Umani Sankani Dimani Sankani Dimani Hey Nongongoro kote Ngane ngane nyongoi Orambo yungwane Okatore njayemo Tokmanirime Ngana moto mokoi Tomate mindako Okambina ekoko Itongi masusu Isari takae Atoba orokoi Ise moto mokoi Atoba orokoi Ise moto mokoi Atoba orokoi Ise moto mokoi Yoka kunde ndabae Ise moto mokoi Yoka kunde ndabao Ise moto mokoi Bameni ise na ise wo Ise na ise Oroko ise na ise Ise na ise Ise na ise wo Ise na ise Bameni ise na ise Ise na ise Ise na ise wo Ise na ise wo Ise na ise Ise na ise wo Ah, c'est pas ce moto na moko Motaka sumependa Let us learn to help each other Wari yesu kuya mokere Hakesere wabuo Uya moneke pa moto wasaru wakaemae Oroko let us love each other wo Ise na ise Ise na ise wo Ise na ise Ise na ise wo Yeah Bato basusuba yake basake mosaki Mwasumene comme ça Comme ça, comme ça Comme ça Comme ça, comme ça That's right Ima bato basusuba yake basake mosaki Mwasumene comme ça Comme ça, comme ça Ima comme ça Comme ça, comme ça Bato basusuba yake basake mosaki Mwasumene comme ça Comme ça, comme ça Comme ça Comme ça, comme ça That's right Ima bato basusuba yake basake mosaki Mwasumene comme ça Comme ça, comme ça Ima comme ça Comme ça, comme ça Mosaki Mwasumene Yeah Koba Oroko pilas de Oboso Oboso Go Toba susuba yake basake mosaki Mwasumene comme ça Comme ça, comme ça Ima comme ça Comme ça, comme ça
You can sit down. The national anthem to just sang to you is to say you are very, very welcome in the dialogue. That is what it all meant. You are very, very welcome in the dialogue. Thank you.
All right, okay. I'm recording. You're not dancing.
land. Now, hear me. We are no fools on the hill. My people are no fools on the hill. You must let my people go, so we can rule from Cape to Cairo. You must free my people's hands, so we can rule our purpose land. I wanna know who owns the land. Who wanna know who owns the land? Okay, now listen carefully. Chinese are ruling the Chinese land. Japan is ruled by Japanese. England is governed by Englishmen. America is governed by Americans. So, Africa must be ruled by Africans. I wanna know who owns the land. We must rule from Cape to Cairo. We must rule our purpose land. I said, we want to know who owns the land. I want to know who owns the land. Aslan, hey, Papa Aslan, Papa Aslan, Papa Aslan. It must be free. Angola wants to know who owns the land. Mozambique want to know who owns the land. Namibia wants to know who owns the land. I said, so what you want to know who owns the land? Zimbabwe wants to know who owns the land. African freedom fighters want to know who owns the land. Papa Slam. Now listen to the history. With the years since creation, with the years since creation, what else do I know? Since the time of sun and sand, since the time of moon and stars, since the time of air and sea, since the time of men and things, we must run from Cape to Cairo. Okay, now I want to talk to my people. Iradanila, oh, I will know. Yeah, Iradanila, oh, I will know. At the list of Adanila, now we are the crossroad. On the Bemo, Dabila. At the list of Adanila. Baba, yeah, oh, Pali, we just sing a record. Oh, Pali, my sister, you have a tongue, yeah. Oh, me, yeah. Tell her, oh, me, yeah. Oh, the man of them, my buggy, say. Oh, Pali, the man of them, my buggy, so. All right. Now we are the crossroads. On the Bemo, baba. Oh, fale mo Jesu yàrá kan. Fale mo sísan yàrá kan yẹ. Omi ìjẹ. Tẹ́lẹ̀ omi ìjẹ. Ọjọ́ mẹ́rin ọ̀dẹ̀ máa bọ̀ kí sẹ́. Ọ̀fẹ́ ni mo jẹ mẹ́rin ọ̀dẹ̀ máa bọ̀ kí sọ.
popo e maunere kara 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 jere 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 anande ngwara o inye ngwara anande kapa igere kapa ane mene go me yago na kwe kwe tie bu mama mama o mama 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 e mama e o o o mama mama e Jab, love it. Sup. Aja. Wow. Mama, you know you crazy. Mubuta wane you crazy. Ane me ya guna kwi abuga moke kuro mi bua mama o.
Now listen to the history. With the years since creation. With the years since creation. What is love? Since the time of sun and sand. Since the time of moon and stars. Since the time of air and sea. Since the time of men and things. We must run from faith to guide all. And then look through my purpose land. Purpose land. Oh! Okay now I want to talk to my people. Ira Daniela, oh, I will know. Yeah, Ira Daniela, oh, I will know. Now we are the crossroad. On the Bemo, Lobela. Every fellow had done it. On the Bemo, Lobela. Oh, Palimu Mega, Baba. Yeah, oh, Palimu Jackson, Yalaka. Oh, Palimu Zizania, the Tongue.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ABC Amber Television Live, coming to you from the great state of Texas, here in the USA. It's a pleasure to be with you again today with updates on the revolution, the Southern Cameroon's revolution. I want to greet all of you in all of sub-Saharan Africa who are joining by way of satellite. Also like to welcome those our special friends and supporters in Kenya. We thank you for your support. We want to welcome all of you in Europe, in the UK, in Canada, in the continental USA, South America, and everywhere Amazonians and Africans are found. I am Chris Anu, and I am very excited to be with you today, and I come with good news, as usual. So please, if you are joining, you are on Facebook, I'd like you to go ahead and let's do what we do usually by hitting our share buttons, inviting others to join the broadcast. Please go ahead, hit your share button, invite others to join the broadcast. This is going to be an exciting broadcast here today. And while you do that, let me see who is joining the broadcast here. So please, in the next 3 minutes, let's make it up to 700. 700. I am coming to you today with a breaking story out of Momo, precisely in Batibo, and it is a security concern that we would like everybody out there in Momo and Batibo in particular to be on their alert. We will also be talking about the surrender, I will call it surrender of Ngo Ketunjia SDO in a market situation in Dab. We will talk about that. We will talk about the upcoming Momo draft, and I will be joined by the one and only Irene Ngwa. She will be joining me to talk about Momo County draft, and of course other issues involving Momo. I will also be joined by the chairman for Momo. He shall be talking to the security situation in Momo at this moment. So please, see the numbers are rising really rapidly. We are going towards 600. Please, let's make it 700 in the next 3 minutes. Let's quickly do so. Hit your share button, especially those of you joining by way of Facebook. Hit your share button, and those of you, of course, by way of YouTube. I don't think YouTube has any share button unless you are sharing the link. But for those of you on Facebook, it is quite easy. You just need to hit that share button once and disseminate the link of the broadcast to friends across the world. Get it into your WhatsApp, get it into your Telegram, get it into Twitter, get it into your Facebook groups until we hit 700, ladies and gentlemen. I come to you with exciting, important, educative information. Indeed, for John, thank you for joining. The only Secretary Chris, your friend from Bamenda. Okay, Akenji Isaac. Oh, okay. Good to see you, sir. Moses Mudo. Yes, can see you. Okay. Fred Bisong, I see you. Shufai, I see you. Brown Dick, volume is not good enough. Oh, for real? Volume is not good enough? All right, I will make sure that that is taken care of here, my friend. I hope it is better at this moment. All right, I see Dorothy Jeto. Greetings, Secretary Chris. Thank you, ma'am. Batum Samuel, our able secretary, Lion Man. Thank you. Florence School, see you too. In KNS, see you, sir. TT, our able secretary, Chris. Good evening, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Loveline Dora. Volume is okay. Thank you. Kisitu Bongcho, always here on this platform. I see you too. King Clayster, my honorable director here at ABC. Good to see you. Please let me know that the volume is good out there. Let me know that the volume is okay out there. And please remember, if you are just joining, get me to start this broadcast as soon as possible by hitting your share button. The moment we hit 700, I start speaking to you officially. But right now, we are almost done, actually, 644. Keep on hitting that share button. Amina Ngum, watching from Dallas, Texas, and I am here in Houston, Amina. Thank you for watching. Walter Stanley, I see you, sir. I see also Brown D. Eric. Yes, he's always here. Mume Ndaga, okay. Evans, Banky, volume is okay, sir. Thank you for letting me know. Zophai Pios, I see you. Amber Lenders, excellent volume, okay. Wow, the numbers are just scrolling and scrolling like in a marathon. Please, thank you. Go ahead, hit your share button. We're almost hitting 700. I must get that 700 to start with you today, ladies and gentlemen. It is an exciting day to be alive. And each time we come on live, you can imagine what is happening in La République du Cameroon. They are trembling, they are jittering, and they are wondering what else we are up to. So please go ahead, hit that share button. Let me send out some information to them. Mambo Pena, good to see you. Alfred Ginny, okay. Julius Ambe, the fear of Secretary Chris is the beginning of wisdom. Oh, okay. Glad to hear that. All right. I see Wemba Paul. So we are here. Okay. Oh, who else? Amute Palakuna. He is always here also. Larry Cooper, always here too. Akwaya LGA. Good to see you, sir. Bonzi Lee. He says, another money campaign for the BLM. Ha 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 ha. He says, yes, Bonji or whatever you call yourself, I know where you belong. And we try to tolerate people like you because we have no choice. We are very focused on what we do. We will keep on taking money, raising money until we get to Boya. If you are not hungry for Boya, we are very hungry, very, very hungry of Boya. And whatever money that we will get, we will receive it. Okay? Evans, I mentioned this. Kufe, Robert, my body out there in Chicago. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's over 700 and keep on. You keep on hitting that share button. Keep on, ladies and gentlemen, hitting that share button. You can see that headline on your screen right there. La République du Cameroon drops snipers in bushes in Batibo. Again, that is the breaking story, ladies and gentlemen. If you are anywhere near Batibo, in any of, unfortunately, I don't know the immediate vicinities, whether Guzang, whether, all those surrounding villages, especially the vicinity where you have for commandos camp. If you are anywhere in Battable and most especially around where you have commandos camp, general commandos, last night, not last night, but yesterday, most of you saw the footage of French Cameroon soldiers driving into Batibo. I think somebody was doing the counting, and there were about, 21 trucks, military trucks entering Batibo yesterday. Now, this is what we know. This is what we have learned. We have learned that the trucks that you saw entering Batibo, the military trucks we saw entering Batibo, was a hoax. It was a hoax. Those trucks return almost empty yesterday, last night. Again, those trucks return almost empty last night. They left Batibo. Now, many people sitting out there in Batibo, in Bali, and all the vicinity of Mogamo will think that the soldiers have left. No, they were dropped in the bushes. Those soldiers emptied those trucks in the bushes in the vicinity of Batibo. This is a breaking story that we want everybody out there, especially in Mogamo, in Batibo in particular, to take note. There are French Cameroon military snipers, soldiers hiding in the bushes in Batibo. We want everyone to take note of this. And I would also like to add that the military that went into Battable, we have been told, was led by Nambere. I don't like calling him General Nambere because I don't know where he ever fought. I don't know where he fought. And so I don't like calling him general. I don't recognize him for a general. So, but the soldiers that went into Batibo, we understand, were led by Nambere. The others were dropped in the bushes, and they went back with empty trucks to send the impression to the community that they have all left. They have not left, ladies and gentlemen. Those soldiers are still hiding in the bushes in Batibo. This is what they did before in the BLM. They entered the quarters, the bushes, and dropped the military in the bushes. Fortunately enough, people were able to see them and expose them, send the news out to the public. This is the same thing, the tactic they are trying to employ in Batibo, and we want everybody out there. This is a matter of a security emergency for everyone living in that community. Do not go out carelessly and do not use the back roads, what we call conshot. Me, when I not go out, say when I want to use conshot for go anywhere, because soldiers, then where they hide inside that bush, them inside Batibo, they will shoot when I kill them. Any young man, any man in that matter that they find, them go shoot them, kill them inside Batibo. That is the news. Snipers, soldiers, them hide inside bushes, inside Batibo. Any man where they inside Batibo, make it stay inside house. Make a stay for inside house. No going out until we bring one further notice. Say them don't go. Say them don't leave. So that is the news, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it is also very, very important. I also let you know that we have learned of allegations, rumors, some coming from French Cameroon television channels to the effect that Commando has been killed or captured. There is nothing true about that allegation, ladies and gentlemen. Commando is alive, he is well, he is strong, and nobody has laid a single finger on him. No one has laid a single finger on him. I actually think whoever is propagating that news in French Cameroon and among us in the community of Amazonians, they are our detractors. This is what they did when the BLM was about to draft last week. They concocted some story and put it out in the social media, and some very ignorant people are trying to put legs on that story. I am very disappointed that some people, well, I know who they are anyways, so it should not be a matter of disappointment. We know those who are trying to put legs on that story. Even if you put legs on that story, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. That is for sure. It wouldn't work. He has no legs. So, ladies and gentlemen, the story that was concocted that Commando has been killed, it is not true. Commando has not been touched. The photographs that you are seeing out there, again, the photo of some confiscated equipment by French Cameroon military so-called, they are not from Commando's camp. I have actually learned that those pictures were concocted by, those were pictures taken during Nambere's time in the, what is that place, in Numben or something like that. The picture was taken during the time that Nambere was fighting in Numben. So those photos you find out there, they are old photographs concocted to send fear and distract every moment out there from the draft that is coming up this weekend. And so, please, we want you to remain in very, very high spirit. Very, very high spirit. Nothing is actually going on now as I speak in Battable, other than the fact that we have learned that these snipers are hiding in the bushes. The Commandos boys have not been touched. None of them, as I think I am told that CRTV was out announcing. announcing that they killed, I think, is it 7 or is it 13 Amber separatists, as they call it, in Batibo. Nothing of the sort, ladies and gentlemen, has happened in Batibo. Instead, you know, one thing that a lot of public always do, they always like to tell you how many they kill, but they never tell you nor show you a single footage or photograph of their men that are slaughtered in our land, be it in Batibo or in the BLM or in the Kumbo with the Bui warriors or in Goketunja. No, they will never show you. If you find their picture or their video out there, it's a mistake. But they know how to drum the trumpet of how many they have killed, whereas they have actually killed nobody. Last week, for instance, you saw the pictures of empty carcasses of Lefangse that they displayed, arguing that those were seized from the red dragons, and they actually captured 4 dragons and 2 girls. A story that had no legs. It came from nowhere. They made it up. That is the same thing they are trying to do about Battable, because they find that Battable is coming up with a draft. Mogamo and all of Momo is coming up with a draft, and they have concocted this story to demoralize the Amazonians of Momo indigenes. So please, all these stories of General Commando killed or captured and his boys killed and the equipment seized. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at that photograph, the equipment, the ammunition that you find in that photograph is not that of Commando. They have better equipment than what you see out there in that photograph. They have better equipment than what you find out there in that photograph. And so that story is made up. It is fabricated. It has no legs. In fact, only yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, Commando, as you find in this footage here, as you see in this footage here, Commando was out there making a statement to French Cameroon terrorist soldiers, telling them they are not giving up, they are not surrendering, they are not turning away. That is Commando speaking out there in this footage of yesterday. And I will indeed allow you to hear what he is saying.
Please, it will go by force. Now making Commando the top.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Commando only yesterday. But French Cameroon terrorists are out there. They will want you to believe that Commando was killed, and 13 of his boys also killed, and equipment recovered from his camp. That is no news. And ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, I will invite the Momo County chairperson, Comrade Jackson Yu, who will join me by way of phone. He will join me, Comrade Jackson Yu, Momo chairperson, is joining me by way of phone to give us a little brief in a few minutes what he knows about what is going on in Battable. Comrade Jackson, sir. Yes. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so tell us, Ambazonians are trying to understand what is going on in Momo Battable precisely, and you happen to be the chair of that county. Tell us what you know about all these stories about Commando is dead, Commando is killed, and French Cameroon soldiers hiding in the bushes in Batibo. What have you heard, sir? What have you learned?
Okay, Secretary Chris, thank you for the job you do. Can you hear me clearly?
Very clearly, sir.
Okay, thank you for the job you do. Certainly, you presented the situation very accurately. I just have to throw more light on what you said. It is true that there was an invasion in the Moamo area, local government area, and which was ended up woefully for the invaders. And as you said, it is being purported in several media that Commando was picked up or killed or arrested. That is not true, and there's no iota of truth in that. And those equipments that we see, those materials that we see, we should understand that those materials can be harvested from anywhere. So they are nowhere close to the materials that Commando has been using. But the point is, the last update that I got from the defense structures of Mogamo, he told me that they spoke with Commando directly. Actually, because of the situation, he should have been live here with you. But the fact that the trucks came and left empty, so they are now braving for an invasion from La Republic. From the report I got, Commando personally refused that he's not going to back down because he was advised to tactically withdraw and then prepare. He said no. Just as he did with the first attack, he said he's going to sit there and brave it and he's going to give it to them. So that's the situation.
Okay, was his camp ever attacked? Did they get to his camp?
No, they never got to his camp. Actually, from the report I got, it was approximately they were about close 200 meters to his camp when he was alerted, and then they avoided the incursion. And from the reporter here, they would deliver some heavy casualties.
La Republic was delivered heavy casualties.
Yes, La Republic.
And was anybody hurt? Was anybody hurt in Commando's camp?
Not even one. Nobody was hurt.
Okay, so as of today, you guys have been in touch with Commando?
Oh, yes. The security team gave me the last report at 3 p.m., which is like 8 p.m. Amber time. And said everything is fine, he is fine, all his boys are together, and we are monitoring the situation on the ground.
Now, we have learned that La République du Cameroon television is announcing the death of Commando and the killing of a number of Commando's soldiers. Why do you think they would be announcing stories like this when they are not true?
As you must have understood, the struggle is both physical and there's propaganda. And we should be getting used to this because this is not the first time that we get such propaganda from the enemy camp. So it's a way trying to destabilize. As you know, Momo County is getting into a very frantic phase of funding their struggle, which is coming next weekend. So anything that is going to drive down the enthusiasm they will give us. And at this point, I think it's just a mere propaganda and a way to destabilize the donor population of the Momo people.
Okay, and talking about the draft, how prepared is Momo at this moment? I understand that you guys are in a race to beat Mezan.
I wish you could, Mezan is too big, you know. I wish I could, but I will tell you that the people of Momo are very enthusiastic people and they know what they want, and I believe in them. But if we beat Mezam, so be it. But I think that we're giving this as our last fight to raise this one.
And I hope that after you raise that money, Kugwe will be taken care of, because I understand there is still lots and lots of problems in Kugwe with the ADF going after the indigenes. In fact, I understand they forced the indigenes of Kugwe into one meeting a few days ago. Some ran away. They forced some to stay in the meeting. Kugwe has to be taken care of once and for all from these rogues.
Secretary, that's something I'll reserve for the security department because it's something I can't just say anything about.
All right.
I'm not sure.
All right, Mr. Chairman, it's a pleasure listening to you, sir. Thank you for joining me.
Yes. So I'll just tell everybody everybody, and I will tell everybody from the Momo County, all the 5 RGS that Sunday the 21st, that is our day. We want to bring everybody on board so that we don't give people the chance to come and make lies about us, and they will see what we can do as Momo people. Thank you, Chris.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so that is it for Battable. Again, you have heard it. If you have a family, if you have relations back in Batibo, we ask you to call home and advise them to be very, very careful and watchful and avoid the back roads, because these French Cameroon soldiers, they're hiding in the bushes looking for the so-called Amber Boys, as they call it. We call them Ambazonia restoration fighters or forces. We don't call them Amber Boys. It sounds like a thuggish name. So, but we call them Ambazonia Restoration Forces. Call your family back home and warn them if they are in Battable. Let them stay indoors until there is a heads up for people to be able to move about freely. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now joined by the one and only Iron Lady in this revolution, in the person of Irene Ngwa. Irene Ngwa. Ma Irene, that's your famous title. It's a pleasure to have you here, ma'am.
Thank you, Secretary. Is my camera dull? Is it okay?
That is okay. We'll manage it the way it is. We have no option. It's a pleasure to have you. Tell us, what do you know about these developments in the Batibo, about the so-called death of Commando and the snipers, French Cameroon soldiers hiding in the bushes in Batibo? What do you know? What have you learned?
All I can tell you, Secretary Chris, thank you for having me on your show. Actually, I'm at work, and this is so important to me. I had to take a few time off to just talk about this. You know what? Commando is not a chicken. Commando is going to be there, and no one will kill him. No one would touch him, because you know what? That's one of the reasons that everybody support your local government, support your county. When you come to Mogamo and we feed you, we clothe you, we welcome you in, and you think you can go and bring people to destroy us or kill one of us, the gods of Mogamo will strike you. So no, Commando is there. He's alive and healthy. So no one will touch him.
If I may ask, why do you think they are concocting this story now about the death of Commando, or the killing of Commando, alleged killing of Commando, and the arrest of a number of his boys, which is all made up? Why do you think they are concocting stories like this now?
You know, Secretary Chris, I think you and I have been in this thing for a little minute and know that they distract us. We have enemies in the house that are worse than the enemies outside. We have people, so-called children of Mogamo, who have never given a dime to Mogamo local government, who don't even think well of Mogamo local government. All of a sudden, they're very concerned about Mogamo or concerned about Commando. Please cut your BS out. Mogamo, Momo County, with all our 5 local governments, Mogamo, Widikum, Menemo, Ngi. We have our draft week on Sunday. Remember last week, I called you panicking because they say Phil Marshall was captured and his camp was destroyed. It's the same thing going on. The same propaganda, trying to demoralize our people, trying to make sure that our people do not come out to support us and to support the boys from Ground Zero. So please, if you're any son, daughter of Momo County, Mogamo local government, a supporter of Mogamo, and you are demoralized or you want to fit into this narrative of lies and concord stories, go ahead. But we of Momo County, especially us from Mogamo local government, we are not sleeping. We have given ourselves an assignment to call each son and daughter of Mogamo to come and draft. If you love Mogamo, I say this, you know my favorite saying, Chris, talk is cheap, right? If you love Mogamo, write us a check. Come draft yourself And I just want to make sure we have one Mogamo local government. If you go somewhere and pay your money, you do not pay it through the government channels, you do not pay it directly to the Mogamo Treasury or the Mogamo Secretariat, please don't come to us looking for an award certificate, because the time has come that we're keeping records of every son and daughter of Mogamo who is contributing to this struggle. And that is only Mogamo has one local government. So if you're giving your money somewhere, if anybody calls you and say draft,
Did you say you are beginning to keep data for all Mogamoans and of course Momo indigents who are contributing to this struggle?
yes, to
Okay.
this job, because you know what, these things, some people are not just going to walk into Boyao and let the other people to work hard. I tell everybody, especially my sisters from Momo County, our mothers, I come from Momo and I'm here today because I had a mother who fought hard. I had a mother who believed in education. I had a mother who believed that a girl's education was important. Whatever it took for me to go to school, she did it. So if our mothers did not fight hard, Secretary Chris, some of us would not be here. So every daughter of Momo, every daughter of Mogamo, please think about the struggle. Think about what our moms went through to let us go to school and have an education. Just think about the suffering they did and paying back to your community.
Now, I understand that you have raised the bar so high and you are about unleashing a hurricane of a sort on Mezam. And tell us, did I hear that the target for Momo is $500,000?
You know, I don't like to give out my secrets and surprises. All I want you to know is this: I stay in my lane. In life, when you compete looking at somebody, you lose again, right? I'll
Yeah.
give you one narrative. When the Jamaicans lost the uh, gold medal one year, you know what happened to them? Instead of staying, the lady who was supposed to pass the baton, right? Instead
Right.
of her focusing to take the baton from the person who was giving to her, she was trying to turn left and turn right and see who was doing what. And she missed the baton. It dropped on the floor. So the Jamaicans lost the race that year. So I don't compete with anybody but myself. Trust me. Because if I need to start competing with Mezam or Libyalam, I'll lose focus. So I stay
Well,
in
you
my
know the
lane.
will beat you at any moment, right?
You know, Libyalam beats up because we have my sister feeding you, and just make sure you have the people to come and get a wife for you that day. So we're not going to get to that on national TV. You know better. So, but
Oh,
yeah, Momo County is mobilizing all of the LGAs in Momo. I'm so proud of our people. Yesterday we had our county meeting, trying to make sure that everything is okay, trying to make sure that we all are remaining focused, trying to make sure that we are all drafting. If you're from Yi, if you're a Momo child, you don't know what LGA you come from, please call me, because it's not just drafting Mogamo, it's drafting Yi, drafting Menemo, it's drafting everyone. Momo County will succeed as Momo County. So I very, and I'm proud of Mogamo, but Mogamo cannot succeed without the other part. So Momo County is together. So we are working hard to make sure our county get what we need to help our people.
now, in Momo, you have Mogamo, you have Mendemo, you have Njikwa, you have Widikum, you have Ingi. I think these are the five local governments in Momo. Are all of them measuring up? Do you see the same level of because I know Mogamo is very, very much out there, excited, enthusiasm. How about these other LGAs, Ngi, Njikwa, Widikum, the same enthusiasm you find in them?
You know me now, Chris. You know, this thing not be small thing, not business. Right? So if I'm making the BLM people to find money, how about my own Mogamo people?
Okay.
So Momo people are on board. None of them is going to sleep. We'll have any Sunday. And we're not just drafting. And I've told my people, it's not just having people put their name on a paper. It's having these people put their name on paper and start giving us the money. because we don't want people coming and drafting and not committing financially. And then our boys at home are thinking, oh, we saw they say Momo County raised this. No, I'm telling everybody, son and daughter of Momo County, if you're drafting, show us some commitment. Give us that, you know what, I'm not going to be able to write a check one time, but I can pay this in 4 installments. You know, Secretary Grace, we have so many sons and daughters of Momo County all over the world,
Right.
especially in the United States of
And they're
America.
very rich too.
We're not rich. We work hard. Don't call it. We're not rich. We are blessed because we
Okay.
work hard. You know what I'm saying? Rich people. No child from Momo came is not a child of Bill Gates. So Momo people work hard, whether they are abroad or they are at home. So Momo kids are blessed because of the hard work we put in to get what we have.
All right, Madam Director, if do you have any more critical message you would love the people of Momo to hear before I let you go? I know you rush out of work to be here.
Let me talk a little bit about the draft as a whole.
Okay.
And I just want to take this opportunity, Secretary Chris, to thank each and every one of you, our friends from Kenya, our friends from Trinidad, our friends from around the world that have been logging in, supporting us through our brothers and sisters that you know from every county. We've seen everyone join us. We've seen everyone come and support us. Please continue to tell our story for us. The story of Amazonians, the story of a people who are going to not live like slaves anymore. So please, thank you for supporting us. And we are begging all friends of Momo County, all friends of Amazonia, come support Momo County as we draft. But let me just say a few things about the draft that I want everyone to know. Please, make sure you pay your draft funds into your local government or into your county. The government also have platforms. If you're confused, if no one has called you to redeem the pledge yet, please take it upon yourself. It is your responsibility to make sure that those funds get. When you make a pledge, it's a commitment to help. And let's just make sure we keep that going. Because if you don't give these pledges, how do we take care of these boys at home? It's our moral responsibility. Because we're not there fighting. Because I show Chris, even me, if they don't kill me now, over there front line.
Yeah.
There's no way we will just start fight, right? But because we are
Absolutely.
not fighting, write your checks, support your people. So please redeem those pledges. I heard someone say today that people are complaining that they are paying their money and they're not having acknowledgement. My dear brothers and sisters, if you love your country and you love this struggle, stop wasting energy listening to stupid noise out there. Come and help us. We need people to help. All of us are full-time employees, full-time housewives, full-time business owners, and we do this job when we have time and we create time. We are going to issue certificates of draft that have paid their money, coming through the government, through the local government. We want to make sure that anyone who gives their $1,000 minimum will get the certificates. So please be patient with us. People are working hard, writing these certificates, also trying to make sure that those things are taken care of. I also want to make sure that people should know the reason. You see, this is the more reason, Amazonians, listen to me. You must believe in your LGA and your county. Nyambere stayed in Mogamo. Mogamo people fed him. Commando, our son, as friendly as he is, took him to his camp and gave him. We treated him as a son. But guess who is leading a delegation not to go to Commando? It's Nyambere. So that's why local government by local government, county by county is so important. Because if you see a stranger, you can start knowing where they come from. You can start knowing their intentions. So
Right.
it is important from this incident to know that do not let people you don't know in your home. Do not show them everywhere these young kids at home. Because if you do, You don't know if they're coming there with good intentions or they're coming there with bad intentions. That's what I want to say. But I'm going to take this opportunity, Secretary Chris, and I'm going to speak something to my people of Mogamo in my language, because wherever they want to be, and I want them to hear me well. And before I
Okay.
say that in Mogamo, I'm going to say it in English first. And I'm appealing, my sisters of Mogamo, please, this fight is not about anybody. It's about all of us going home to be able to help those mothers who took care of us that are getting old and they need us now. They do not have to be sleeping in the bushes while French people stay in our country. So join me on this fight. Let's fight and liberate our people. We Mogamo children, when we were growing up, we ate from every mommy's house in the quarter. And I tell you what, those mummies, they need us now. Not all of them were fortunate to have children overseas. So for those of us who are here, it's our responsibility to take care of all of them. To the sons of Mogamo, I'm telling you this. The Mogamo girl was deprived of an education because our fathers believed that a male education was so important. If none of you, Mogamo sons, if you're not willing to drop, hand back those land titles. Give us, Mogamo girls, the land that our fathers gave you, the land that our fathers sold to send those of you that they sent to school. And now, because you think you have arrived, you have forgotten to take care of your responsibility. The Mogamo son, your job is to take care of Mogamo. It's your moral responsibility. If you're not willing to do that, you people give back the land that our fathers gave you. Because Mogamo girls did not inherit anything. It was given to you, sons of Mogamo. And it's shameful that many of you who are out here, you're standing on the sideline saying that one, I think. So that's what I wanted to say to Mogamo people. Secretary Chris, I'll speak in my dialect right now. So in Mogamo, Kauko Bazigushiona, in Bine Chan, Benjojo, before you have baby, it's 2 Yaounde, ye mangatina to Jim. You were more up no joysa, but one ben, who more than I see in the control shop wo quenji, because shop wo your bubunji bap, the Jeshi woyai, but 2 and nep boom or dresser. Tweet in the Bay Minanga Mugamo. Mokania in Banding Gombine champ from Yamimba, but Cannibal Bombine could be a Bumbe with any Jean Bidou, near to Ningaza Bay. I'm a chimber with him because so one bomba mumuni chimbia chaboyes and ben na cabinet bomba ya boni berichan but he money yet to be boy amura in bamba the afa and watchum and it chabons and why a man ya draft chitting but chetum only at a bubu but near boy pay draft but new bomb responsibility actually bombanga mo ye draft kunimbo ben nusu be befin na anamba boy amotability and no makani azene. So, Secretary Chris, I was just saying what I said in English to Mogamo, and I tell you, my sisters, but ye to Fortibo, ma biriwon de kuro chan, ti be no take up. The Beni Kuruna cham, Bumbo would be distract us and issue. Bonne ambe ko Mogamo chaba, $1 ben abu Mogamo. Bonne ambe ko Mogamo jam, only chopicam nimon chim. One more me ko Mogamo, one Mogamo, chubi na cabo only be wukuru jet me fimat. Awani konga mugamo chabin na awakap abom one krugu jete befi akonga mugamo na aka wo mo tumbora mugamo so mugamo ka konye so mbom be talk and ba mugamo to gamba yet for jonjon mana yakana.
All right, wonderful. I hope you have a great day. I know you're jumping back to work. It was a pleasure having you, ma'am.
Thank you again, everybody. We beg you, my son Amazonia Bobo, JK, all them are picking. I beg una, whatever una dey for say Momo County need una. I beg una better cancel for Momo County. If una believe BLM people,
JK and the Wata movement, I think they owe me for the BLM and for the Red Dragons. I didn't see JK
yeah, true.
on the BLM's draft.
So if now in a BLM person, if you watch these things, so una can't help una brother beg because for Sunday una brother go get na kwata gari for choco because
All
we
right.
take this
All right, the famous Irene Gua. It was a pleasure
Yes,
having
sir.
you.
Thank you so much. I have to run back to work. As a matter of fact, I have a 3:30 meeting. Let me go get ready.
All
Thank
right.
you, Secretary.
Thank
See you
you.
on Sunday. Thank you, Ambazonians, for giving me the opportunity to serve my country. I love you all. Cannot wait for us to get to Boya as soon as we
All
can.
right. Thank you. You
Thank
have
you.
a great day. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was our one and only Irene Ngwa passing that awake call to the people of Mogamo and Momo at large for the coming draft this weekend. I hope that you got the news. I will be there by myself. I will have a basket there because she has actually said to me, if I don't have a basket there, I'm at risk losing my marriage. So I take that very, very seriously. I am getting ready for the draft. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I take you to one more item. I will be bringing the spokesperson for Ingo Ketunjia here for another story that we are dealing with today. But before I get there, let me say this. There is an audio. There is an audio that is going, making the rounds on the social media. The audio is coming from a medical doctor, I have been told. And the doctor is speaking in Mancon, and the message he is passing out is a warning. It's a warning, and the warning is this. The person is a medical doctor. He is advising all Ambazonians not to go to any government hospital for consultation of any kind, at least for the time being. That no Ambazonian should want to go to any government medical facility for any form of consultation for the time being. For the time being. And he adds that La République du Cameroon has devised a way of eliminating Ambazonian citizens. La République du Cameroon has devised a way using COVID-19 to eliminate Ambazonians, especially the young and the active ones, under the pretext of being infected by COVID-19. In other words, French Cameroon has devised this method to eliminate, to kill young and active Ambazonians the moment they get to government hospitals, or they are vaccinated and they die within 12 days. They die within 12 days. Now we are beginning to understand. We are beginning to understand why all of a sudden so many Ambazonians, even those who are not on our side, are dropping dead, almost on a daily basis. So this information that we are learning from this doctor could be true. And so we are warning every Ambazonian, not just the young men, the young women, and the men in particular. If you are sick, please better go to a privately owned clinic or hospital. This doctor understands what he is saying. He is within the fold and he is warning, passing this information. Do not go to any government-sponsored hospital in all of Ambazonia, at least for the duration of the COVID-19. He said they are injecting people to die. This information I should sound very, very clear to you. We have no means to ascertain it, but when a doctor who works within the fold says it, we take it very, very seriously. Very, very seriously. So if you're a young man, a young woman, a man, and you are sick, please, we advise you choose a private medical clinic, medical hospital. Go there for treatment, go there for consultation, and not any La République du Cameroon hospital, because the chances are that you may be injected to die. You may be injected to die. So this is very, very important. And for your information, This person asked, he said, this is the same method that Ahijo used on the UPC leaders and their supporters. This is the same kind of measure that Ahijo in this time used when the Bamilekis revolted through the UPC, fought against him. They killed them on their sick bed, in the hospitals. So Ambazonians, I hope you listen to me and you listen very, very good. In the coming days, we will try to do more investigation so we can throw more light to this allegation. For now, we'll call it allegation. So we are waiting to see. We are going to find out more about this allegation. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot is going on. We are aware, some of you are aware that a week ago, the restoration forces of Ngoketunjia, precisely in Ndop, declared a lockdown of Ndop market because the traders were being forced to come up, pay some taxes to the local government. Right now, the divisional officer shut down the market because the traders would not want to pay any taxes to them. So I'm joined by Ngoketunjia spokesperson in the person of Comrade Lagme, who has details of this story and would want to share with us. He's joining me by phone. Hello, comrade.
Hello, Secretary Chris. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. It's great to hear your voice again. Tell us, we'll learn of the DO or the SDO for Ngoketunjia reopening, asking traders to go back into their shops. He had locked up the shops, and we have now learned he went and opened the shops, literally begging the traders to come back to their shops, but then saying that some came and pleaded with him and fell on his knees and begged that he reopen the market. Is that what you know?
Lies as usual. If you are listening to me now, and if anyone is listening to me now, we all know that the Republic government depend on lies from the day one up to this day. What I will tell you and the people of Ambazonia is that we have two impostors in the name of STO and the mayor. These people are wanted criminals by the Ngoketunjia Self-Defense Council. This whole story started on the 18th of May 2020. That was on Monday.
Okay.
When the national lockdown day, the Monday national lockdown day, was highly respected by all sons and daughters of Ngoketunjia on Ground Zero. And before that, the mayor has called for the people to disrespect that day. And when he saw the massive respect for that day, he decided to go and lock some of the shops of our people. He sealed some of the shops, and then Ngoketunjia Self-Defense Council decided to show total solidarity with those whose shops were sealed to declare an indefinite lockdown. And the pressure was on them because Yaoundé called them. What is going on? They were not able to explain, since the Ambazonians restoration forces in Ngoketunjia are in total control. I mean total control of Ngoketunjia. They shamefully decided to do something that they are claiming today. Our people came and begged them for them to unseal the shops. That is lies. No one should believe them. La Republique and their CRTV, they know how to put out their words out there to deceive people. And I am here to tell Amazonia, this is the true story and nothing but the truth.
So your story is that the SDO and the mayor were forced to open the shops because they came under pressure from the community.
Exactly. As you can tell, the lockdown started. We declared that lockdown of that solidarity lockdown from the 18th of May to the 10th of June 2020. Before then, La République du Cameroon administrators from Yaoundé have called, from the presidency, have called the mayor, the SDO to unseal that shop because the pressure was too high on them. And during that lockdown, we were able to give 2 days of relief to our people to stockpile their food stuff and some basic necessities. That was on the 30th and the 31st of May. Believe me, Secretary Chris, this same mayor and the SDO went to the food market, take videos, and went to CRTV again and present it to the people that everything is normal in Gokutunja. La Republic always sees the slightest opportunity, the least opportunity to always say their message out there. But I'm here to tell you, Secretary Chris, and the people in Gokutunja and Amazonia that we are in total control. And if that mayor, Daniel, who have gone around killing his own people, in the space of 1 month, he has killed almost 8 people. I have their name here, like Mr. Tobia, Mr. Sama, Dr. Sama, Mr. Francis Minda, Mr. Chifun Tolo, and many others. He never called CRTV to come and videotape it because people can testify, the people in Gokutunja can testify that when these people were killed, Daniel, the colonial mayor, he was selected, by the way, he was never elected. He was selected. The colonial mayor ordered for La Republique terrorist soldiers to behead their heads, and their heads were bent by the side of the road for people to see as a sign of power.
And who was doing this? Who was doing this? The mayor or the SDO?
They were doing in collaboration, but the person that actually went to the quarter, like Kuala Quarter in Bamunka village, was the mayor.
Is this not the same mayor who was picked up by the restoration forces?
No, that was his assistant that was picked up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Is this okay? Yeah, if he's a mayor, well, we don't have any mayor there anyway, because nobody elected a mayor in any of those communities. He's essentially usurping himself in that local government.
Exactly, Sir Secretary Chris. These people, they are wanted. Ask anyone from Gokutunja right now as I'm talking to you. These people, they go around, they book armor cars to get out of their hiding holes. They book armor cars. They wear bulletproof vests to come out of their hiding holes and go straight to an armor car for any appointment they have out there. And when they go out to deceive our people that they should go out on Mondays or any other lockdown to violate the standing order of our government, they are doing so at their own risk because they will surely, the Ambazonia Restoration Forces on Gokutunja.
Now, we hope that the people in the market, if it is still what it used to be, because I used to visit there in those days sporadically, if it is the kind of market that it used to be very, very populated. Now, I want to believe that they understand that they are no longer under any obligation to pay taxes to that local council, local government.
That is true. Actually, that is a crime to the Ambazonia Self-Defense Council. If we found anyone, not just in the central local government area, in all the 3 local government areas of Ngokutunja, if we find anyone paying ticket or patang, what they usually call patang or ticket, whatever form taxes, to these proconsuls, to this La République du Cameroon administrators, thieves. Thieves. They are not administrators, they are thieves. If we found anyone paying taxes to them, any dues to them, you will find yourself to be blamed, because we will hunt you down to your hiding hole, and you are going to stand for justice. That is a county crime that you are committing by paying any dues to these criminals.
Now, you also made mention of this former SDO for Ketunjia who was taking classes at the University of Bamenda and actually frauded her way to graduating from that university, and you were asking the question, why? How come? Tell us that story.
Thank you, Secretary Chris, for that question. I want Amazonia to listen very well. We have this Jew. Her name is Angel Tembo Regina. She is the former Jew of North Central local government area. If we can remember, one time she used a megaphone
and
to call
give me one second there. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. The lady you find on your right is actually the former SDO for Ketunjia, whom my guest, Comrade Lagme, is referring to. She defrauded herself, went into the exam room, as I learned, with every prepared answer into the University of Bamenda, and surprisingly, she graduated, even with the knowledge that she had come in with prepared answer. So, comrade, go on, please. What is her name again?
Her name is Angel Regina Tembo.
Angel Regina Tembo, okay.
She used megaphone in 2019 to call our able and capable restoration forces to lay down their arms. At the same time, you can receive from that video, from that picture, she was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Yes,
and at the same time, calling the name of Jesus Christ, that in the name of Jesus Christ, she is calling our Amazonian restoration forces to lay down their arms. She has proven times and again that she is not an administrator. And then she found herself in the University of Bamenda, and we got intelligence from the Amazonian Secret Service, working with the Amazonian National Self-Defense Council, that this woman, this impostor, was caught in an exam room with duplicated materials of answers to all the questions that were supposed to be asked. And when we got further information, it is coming out clearly that Dr. Jindam Davison, who is the Dean of the Faculty of Political Science, he facilitated everything for her to commit that crime, and yet we found her name on the list of graduates that will be graduating in a few weeks ahead. This is very shameful, and we are calling on the University of Bamenda to take out her name from the list. If not, that university will be discredited and will be discredited forever.
How did she go from being a DO to becoming a student in the University of Bamenda? What happened to her career?
As usual, they always like to go top in the echelon by having all these fake fraudulent certificates. I think she went in for Master of Public English for Private Laws, so that she can maybe become the senior divisional officer or director or something else. But as you know, they always get their certificates fraudulently, and that's what she was trying to do, and she was caught red-handed, and yet the school administrators are allowing her to graduate. What a shame. We are not going to accept that. The Amazonian we are fighting for, it is an Amazonian that you get your certificate by merit, not by man, no man, not by choco, not by sleeping with directors, with rectors, with dean of studies for you to get your certificate or to get a passing score. We are all aware some of these loose, I'm not insulting ladies here, but I know we have very highly respected ladies, very highly educated ladies in our communities, but most of these ladies, some of these ladies in our communities, they go around, use their own body to sleep with rectors, dean of studies, bribe their way for them to get a passing score to obtain a certificate. That is not the Amazonia we are fighting for. Remember, that is the very system we are fighting to cut off from the republic.
Now,
And we cannot condone that
still
any longer
serving?
in any of our institutions.
Is she still a DO or SDO?
I learned she was transferred from DOC to somewhere else. I don't know, but this information, this piece of information, just got to us, and we are going to make finding because, as you know, she has an open file with the Ngokutunja Self-Defense Council. She's going to answer for the crime that she committed in 2019 against our people. So that is why everything about her and about any other person that is on our list is always revealed to us. And I want to make this statement to all Amazonia. The Amazonian National Self-Defense Council now has a department of Amazonian Secret Service. They operate anywhere, in the market square, in the schools, all around our communities. So when you hide around, do your devious things, you think you are going to get away with it. I am here telling you, you are not going to get away with it.
All right, comrade, thank you for that articulation. We are hoping that, if there is anything we are asking that the people of Ndop, no taxation to a government that doesn't represent you. You cannot afford to pay any dues, any taxes to the French Cameroon imposed administrators in your community. It's a crime. It's a crime in all of Amazonia. It's a crime to all of Amazonia for anybody to pay taxation of any form to any French Cameroon institution. The last word, sir.
Thank you, Secretary Chris. I want to say this to my fellow mothers in Ngokutunja. Mama, we love you. Papa, we love you. We are your children. I want this message to sink deep into your brain. That when the colonial mayor asks you to come out to violate our Monday lockdown day, tell him he should get out and go and sell in the market. Because surely our bullet will put him down. Live bullet. So no one should tamper. No one should tamper to come out in Ngokutunja or anywhere in Amazonia to violate our Monday lockdown day. From now henceforth, the story is not going to be as usual. We are going to be very vicious, offensive, and deadly against the colonial administrators who are trying to undermine our standing order. The Monday lockdown days is the symbol of our revolution. And no one, not even let President Biya can violate that. I am reminding Amazonians, from now henceforth, from the money we have received from the award draft, business is going to change. And it is going to be deadly. Don't get crossed in between the crossfire.
All right. Thank you, comrade. It was a pleasure having you. We will always come back to you when there are developments out there in your neck of the wood. Have a great day, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before I open the phone lines, I would like to also add to what the comrade, the NSC spokesman, Comrade Lakme, has just been saying. We have observed a phenomenon going on in Kumba, in Bamenda, in Ndop, Ngoketunjia, in Victoria, even in Boya, that all the colonial imposed SDOs and the mayors, they have been trying of recent to cancel ghost towns in these our major cities. We want everybody in Bamenda, in Kumba, in Victoria, in Boya, in Ndop, in Mamfe. We want you guys to know, as the comrade had just said, ghost towns remain a very important symbolic exercise in this time of the struggle. And we are not going to let it go. We are not going to let it go. The only person who will go are the so-called mayors, the so-called SDOs who are trying to force you to end it. It must never happen. It must never happen. And again, paying taxes to any French Cameroon administrator is a crime in all of the territory that is Ambazonia. If we are talking about economic sabotage, then we must consider taxes as a big deal, because we cannot be putting money in their hands so they use it in buying ammunition to come back and kill you. Come back and kill you. So in all of the territory that is southern Cameroons, no taxation to colonialists, no taxation to our oppressors, no taxation to our killers and murderers. We must not give them the money they use in killing our people, in burning down our towns and our cities. Every form of economic sabotage that we can unleash on La République du Cameroon, please, at your personal level, you can do it. At a collective level, at the level of the restoration forces, we will do it. We must do everything that cripples, ladies and gentlemen, French Cameroon activity in our territory, and eventually get rid of every so-called governor, every so-called SDO and mayor. We will get them out one after the other. One after the other, we will get them out. Everyone on Ground Zero has this assignment. If you have your way, you have the means, do what you can do from your own little angle to advance the struggle. We must all do that. You don't have to belong to the AROFs before you can do something. You can see something and do something. I am surprised, ladies and gentlemen, that timber is still passing through Meme and Fako and getting to Douala. Timber, rubber is still passing through Fako, getting to Douala. Oye is still leaving Victoria and getting to Yaoundé and Douala. How come? How come are we not taking care of those timbers and all those tankers carrying oil? We have to mean business. Brasserie products are still being marketed everywhere. In Bamenda, in the southern zone, Victoria, Boya, Kumba, I still see the drinks standing on the table. How can we be feeding them with money that they use in buying weapons to kill our own family members? Ladies and gentlemen, we must bring that to an end. This is the era of sabotage. This is the era of sabotage, ladies and gentlemen. I am not talking about electricity sabotage. I am talking about economic sabotage. You go out and you pull down the electric poles, you are the one who suffers. We are the one who suffer. So that idea that you go and pull down the electric poles and deprive our own people of electricity or power, it's a terrible idea. It is from the pit of hell, and whosoever is behind it, trying to propagate it, that person has no real interest to see a free and independent Ambazonia. So please, we must do this. And right now, I will open the lines, take a few calls, and call it a day today. Let me see who is on the line right now. The phones have been ringing ever since I got here. All right, let me see. Ladies and gentlemen, can you hold, please? Hold the line, hold the line. When you call, before you call, make sure that the volume of your set is turned down. Before you call, make sure the volume of your set is turned down. If I pick your call and realize that there is so much noise in the background, I will immediately reject it, ignore it, and take the next caller who should be ready. All right. Hello, sir.
Hello, Mr. Chris. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. May I know where you are calling from, please?
I'm calling from Mizam.
Okay, thank you. What is your comment or question, sir?
I just wanted to thank you for all what you've been doing and say more grace.
Thank you.
You should not be distracted.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
All right, thank you. God bless. Okay. The lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and make the call, make your comment, ask a question. All right. Who is the next caller here? I like when Ground Zero calls. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Please, can you turn down the volume of your
Hello?
set?
Hello?
Can you turn down the volume of your television and focus on your phone, please?
I'm calling from Mezam.
Okay, what is your comment or your question, sir?
I just want to greet.
You just want to greet.
Go on.
All right, thank you. Thank you. I think your connection is not very good. Thanks for the call. Okay. Let's see who is next. Hello, sir.
Hello, Uncle Chris. Secretary Chris, how are you today?
Doing excellent, sir. I hope you yourself you are doing good.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very good. I'm very good. Secretary Chris, the initiation of the taxation business is a very good idea. I just wanted to make an additional proposal to that,
Okay.
which is that if possible, all the councils within our localities governed by these colonial terrorists should be shut down.
We will allow the National Security Council to discuss that. That's a good idea, but it's not something we're going to sit here and discuss. But thanks for the idea.
No, it's not to discuss it, it's just an idea.
All right.
Out there, because if the councils are shut down, we are also killing their activities and the methods that they are using to be sending their people to go around harassing our people in the name of taking monies in one form or the other. So we should shut down their councils, and there will be no council activities. We govern our local area with our own means, that will empower our people more, rather than waiting that, there is some colonial councillors left, right, and center to come and tell our people nonsense.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you too, Secretary Chris.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Secretary Chris.
Good afternoon, sir. May I know where you are calling from, please?
I'm calling for United Arab Emirates, sir.
Okay. 1 minute. What is your comment or question?
Yeah, my comment, I just want to appreciate you for the job you are doing. Then I want also to draw an attention to our fellow Amazonia citizens to have some idea about this ghost town issue you raised. That this ghost town on Monday is very, very important for the population of Amazonia people, because it just boosts the spirit and remind the people that they have a task and a journey that we must reach Boya before we think of any cancelling of ghost town, sir.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. I hope they're hearing you. God bless. All right. Let's see who else is on the line. This is another Ground Zero. Hello, sir. Hello.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
I have said if you have to call, make sure your television set is turned down. The volume is turned down. Please, that is the only way I can pick your call. All right. Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm calling from Maninguba.
Calling from Kupe Maninguba. Yes, sir. I learn of some. Please turn down the volume of your TV.
Yes, it is down.
No, I can still hear the echo.
No, it is down. I'm very happy for your effort that you are putting in place to make us to have courage.
Thank you.
What happened? Yes, what happened yesterday is very, very, very good. Because the CDC of Tombe Kupe Maninguba is going on, and what happened yesterday have given some people a lesson.
So tell us, we learned of something happening there. What happened?
Yes, yesterday the people of the Ground Zero forces Kupe Maninguba give a sign showing that they are around, because activity is going on at the CDC in Tombe. Because they have already opened three drums of OG is not coming out 7 degrees. I'm not getting you well. Yes, the CDC is operating, but what happened yesterday about the forces in Ground Zero was very, very effective yesterday. Because what they operate about a few minutes to 12 yesterday, it makes people to understand that yes, the Kupe Maninguba are not sleeping. They are at work. So what they started is very good. But they should stop that CDC.
Okay.
The rubber that they are started tapping them, they should stop. So I'm very happy for what effort you people are putting in place.
All right, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the call.
If it is not of the ABC, meaning that we will not have confidence on what is going on. So I'm very, very happy. I appreciate you very much. The problem is that he always try to link me for the Ndonga man to link, because I'm from Ndonga man too. I would like to contribute, even if it is 1,000 francs, I would like to contribute.
All right, thank you. So, I appreciate that. You have a great night, okay? Okay. I will need somebody to give me a heads up on what happened in the Kupe Maninguba. If you are listening and you have a good handle on what happened there, please let me know. Let me know what happened in the Kupe Maninguba. Kupe Maninguba. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I will call it a day today to join some other meetings. I appreciate you tuning in to be part of this broadcast. I look forward to seeing you again before the week is over. Have a good night.
land. Now, hear me. We are no fools on the hill. My people are no fools on the hill. You must let my people go, so we can rule from Cape to Cairo. You must free my people's hands, so we can rule our purpose land. I wanna know who owns the land. Who wanna know who owns the land? Okay, now listen carefully. Chinese are ruling the Chinese land. Japan is ruled by Japanese. England is governed by Englishmen. America is governed by Americans. So, Africa must be ruled by Africans. I wanna know who owns the land. We must rule from Cape to Cairo. We must rule our purpose land. I say, we want to know who owns the land. I want to know who owns the land. Aslan, hey, Papa Aslan, Papa Aslan, Papa Aslan. It must be free. Angola want to know who owns the land. Mozambique want to know who owns the land. Namibia want to know who owns the land. I say, Soweto want to know who owns the land. Zimbabwe want to know who owns the land. African freedom fighters want to know who owns the land. Purpose land. Now listen to the history. With the years since creation, with the years since creation, what else do I know? Since the time of sun and sand, since the time of moon and stars, since the time of air and sea, since the time of men and things, we must rule from Cape to Cairo. Okay, now I want to talk to my people. Now we are the crossroads. On the Bemo, Dambela. On the Bemo, Dambela. Open Mumaya Gera Baba. Open Mujasu Yalaka. Open Matizanya Vetonge.
sup. Aye. Whoa. Mama Junior, ye way, Mubuta wane ye way. Ane mene tere me ye una kwi abuge mo ke kuro mi po mama po. Mama One be yanki pa. One be makamo. One be makamo. Look at one that we